selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
We've got Mid-Buckeye Conference Rivalry Volleyball on the menu tonight here inside of the Furnace, where Mansfield St. Peter's comes on the road looking to take down the Mansfield Christian Flames. That's coming up right now.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Welcome back here inside the Furnace, where we've got varsity volleyball on the way. Mansfield St. Peter's taking on Mansfield Christian. And looking forward to this one. Travis Berardi with me. My name is Brian Skoronsky. Just a good rivalry. I always like it when these two teams get together. Doesn't matter what sport it is. They're always good, friendly rivals, but they want to win.
Yeah, I love the small school vibe to it. You have these two schools that are separated by 5 miles or less, something like that. But and the cool thing about this is tonight it's senior night, not only for Mansfield Christian but for St. Peter's, and I think they tend to do that for every sport when they play each other. So that's pretty cool that everybody gets to these small numbers though, but they can have their senior night together with the other team. I like that.
Celebrating senior night for Mansfield Christian, they've got 2 seniors sporting the number 23 Elle Schmitz, along with number 17 Lillian Westfield. And let's talk a little bit more about Elle and the season that she's having, leading the team in kills. She's right up there in digs, far and away the most attempts in terms of her kill shots on the season, up there in terms of blocking, everything. She does everything for this team, Travis.
Yeah, she's pretty much the leader of this squad. She's also the leader of the basketball team. Does pretty much everything on that squad as well. She's the point guard for them, but yeah, she's the heart and soul of this squad.
And on the other side for St. Peter's, they have 3 seniors, but a really, really young team. Outside of that, they're going to see a lot of freshmen in the lineup tonight, like Josephine Reef, along with Kat Bryant, and then Tamara Lindsay. But you look at the seniors, Callie Roberts, Abigail Baldassar, and then also Isabella Smith, just good leaders.
Abigail and Isabella, they've been playing since the 5th grade, so they know the game well.
Been playing together during that time as well, though no club players on either side in this match. So it's just one of those where it may not be top caliber high school volleyball, but in terms of just the rivalry and, like you said, just the small school feel, like this match has it all, Trav.
Both teams are going to give it their all. So, there might be some mistakes tonight, but you know what? We're going to get some quality volleyball tonight at the Furnace. And I like how we're able to get the small schools. We've been covering our other bigger schools and stuff, but we get Mansfield Christian, we get St. Peter's tonight, we get Lucas and East Knox on Saturday. We're giving the small schools that love as well. I like that. Something that may, other people around the area may not do,
Yeah, we're happy to come over here and highlight both these teams here on senior night. Live and free on the OH Report, streaming not only on Facebook and YouTube this evening, as you see Elle Schmitz along with her family passing out some hugs, but we also joined Twitch today for the younger generation, so you can check us out if you're watching with mom or dad on the Facebook stream and you want to get kind of more your style. Check us out on the Twitch.
Have your favorite gamer on one side of the screen, have your favorite game on the other. The cool thing about the senior night, too, is I believe St. Peter's, they got big old Hershey chocolate bars as their gift from Mansfield Christian. Looks pretty good right now.
Well, I knew that would make you excited, Trav.
Not only me, but G-Man and Storm as well. They love their candy bars out there, but they're taking care of the camera work tonight, so maybe later.
Yeah, we've got a very hungry crew out here on the OH Report. Pretty much the entire pregame discussion all centered around where dinner was going to take place tonight, but we are locked and loaded. 3 cameras here for your viewing pleasure. As Mansfield Christian tonight be looking for their 2nd win of the season. They were able to knock off Temple Christian earlier in the year. They've been close on a few occasions, according to their head coach, Barbara McCleary, who's been doing this forever. 20 years here she's been coaching Mansfield Christian. She actually taught here for 40. All of her years in education spent right here at this school. That's pretty special.
That is awesome. It's awesome to see when you have somebody so committed to one school just to be here for so long. It's awesome to see.
She was telling me before the match that they've won the first set a couple of times this year, and then they fell off, where they didn't have the killer instinct after that to be able to put the match away, and then they ended up dropping each of those occasions in 4 sets. So we'll see if they get off to a hot start here tonight, if they're able to put out Mansfield St. Peter's, because at least on paper, heading into this match, you would think that MC would have a slight advantage here.
Yeah, St. Peter's only won 1 set thus far this year out of 5 matches. So, and they have several players playing their first year of volleyball. So they're young and pretty much inexperienced, but you never know with this rivalry. And with Mansfield Christian, like you said, if they can build off of that first set and continue on, it's early in the season still for them. So if they get a little momentum going, they can probably start pulling off those victories down the line.
You hear the cheers there for Lillian Westfield. Now being honored here on senior night. Plans to pursue a career in nutrition, Trav. So you might want to call her, actually, when she gets to the college level, get some advice. Dinner boxes, for one, normally are not a good idea.
Okay, I was splitting dinner boxes with the whole group on Saturday, not just myself.
Okay.
But yes. Drinking more water. Been drinking more water, so, that's where it starts. Got to cut down on the pop.
That's a good little nugget for you kids out there. Put down the soda, pick up some more H2O. Always good for the old diet.
Does you well. Does you well. We all strive to have the body of Brian Skronsky, so.
Well, I'm really starting to take that dad bod form now that working so many hours per week. Haven't been able to get in that much gym time, so I imagine that I'd gas out if they threw me into tonight's match after just a few plays.
Yeah, volleyball, you need the stamina to play volleyball. You're running all around the court, jumping, all that. It's tougher than it looks.
I would agree. Kind of undervalued in terms of the fitness and conditioning that you would need to have, because you always start each point just standing. But once it starts, especially if there's a good rally, I mean, you'll watch some of these kids that are playing the back line, they're all over the place.
Definitely. And even I know some people, they don't think volleyball is that fun of a sport to watch, but watch the Olympics. I mean, I can sit there for a couple hours and watch men's and women's volleyball and then the beach volleyball. They are going all out, and they are exhausted at the end of those matches. It takes it out of you.
Imagine we're going to get similar effort here tonight.
Definitely.
As both teams getting ready to take the court. St. Peter's wearing their blue tops with black bottoms. Mansfield Christian, all black tonight.
And Coach McCleary said that these are New Jersey tops tonight.
Brand new.
Night.
Rolling them out for the first time. And already, and even during the pregame, I just like the energy that Mansfield Christian plays with in pretty much any girls' sport. I've always noticed that they've got the coolest chants. You know what I mean? That's how they stay engaged, is with their little wizardry words, if you will. I believe they are called chants, right?
Yeah.
Would that be right? Okay.
Well, I mean, you're playing to compete, but, I mean, you got to have fun, too. If it's not fun, you shouldn't be playing the sport. I mean.
And if you can do a little bit of both, win and have fun.
Oh, definitely. That makes it even better. We're about to get underway here. Abigail Baltazar into the net. Mansfield Christian up 1-0.
So quick side out for St. Peter's. Now Bartholomew off the serve.
Return to sender.
How about Elle Schmitz getting involved right away with the block?
That is her 17th solo block of the season in her 9th game. And it's 2-0.
Tops on the team.
There's an ace.
So 3-0 now, Mansfield Christian. After Bartholomew delivers the ace. Unforced error on St. Peter's side, Baldassar. And a nice early run here for the Flames.
Ooh, hugs that back line for the ace.
So back-to-back service aces for the Lady Flames. You see a shift on the back line, moving the libero over to handle the serve.
Free ball to St. Peter's goes out of bounds. Spartans on the board.
Here comes Adrian Allen. Great server.
Only a sophomore as well.
Off the set. Decent kill attempt. And at the net. St. Peter's gets the point.
Isabella Smith for St. Peter's, back-to-back dinks on that point.
You don't always have to hit it with a lot of velocity. Sometimes it's better to take a little something off. Madison Bays into the net. Side out. Service back over to Mansfield Christian.
Sometimes those free balls pay off for the other squad if you can just get it a little bit off-centered. Makes it tough for the defenders to get it back over the net, especially if you're going to hit it immediately. Nice serve there by Schmitz.
Beautiful placement, and really nobody for St. Peter's moved on that one. Everyone was expecting someone else to come over and get it.
Yeah, she took some off of that one and barely cleared the net and just immediately dropped the sinker ball, if you would may.
Yeah, that's a
back-to-back aces.
She's got a nice deep float. No spin, no rotation. Makes it a little bit harder to handle. That's why she's got back-to-back aces. So Bays checks out. Deja Hiltman into the ball game now, the sophomore.
Sel Schmitz with back-to-back aces. That one just dug back over the net.
Unforced error by the Spartans.
Flames by 7 early on here in the first set.
And off the hand of Jones. Falls for a Spartans point.
Isabella Smith, another point for St. Peter's. That's her second of the set.
Hiltman serves. Good chance to set up for a kill shot here. And Libby Banks takes care of business.
Lands in no man's land there off the dink. A campfire, if you may. As these matches go on and the games I've called, been starting to learn the lingo. Another campfire.
Lillian Westfield with the ace. You see that soft spot over there on the Spartan side there, Trav. Beautiful hitting the target with her shot.
It takes concentration and a lot of practice to be able to just place it wherever you want. Like a Phil Mickelson chip to the green, just be able to place it wherever.
Flames extend their lead out to 9 now.
Keely Jones with the point there.
Yeah, how about the freshman? And you can tell she's got some good size.
And Westfield with another ace. So aces are wild for the Flames thus far. Almost half their points coming from it.
Westfield again, 3 straight. She's got something cooking.
And I'm liking how Mansfield Christian going off speed for one, hitting it to the back line for another as St. Peter's takes a timeout, but they're really switching it up off of their services, and it's paying off.
So some adjustments certainly will be coming from the Spartans and first-year head coach Margaret Couch. As Mansfield Christian off to a fantastic start on top, 14-3. And like you said, they're pretty much just getting it done off of the serve right now. They're finding the empty spots on the floor, and nobody's really reacting for St. Peter's. A lot of standing around looking for somebody else to try to make a play. So I imagine that's what's going on in the huddle right now is Coach Couch saying, hey, someone's got to try to receive.
And like we said in the open, several players, this is their first year playing volleyball, so some of them don't know that, hey, this is my ball, or, just the communication isn't there quite yet. But this is a good learning experience early on. If they can switch that up just to get the return back over the net, that could really change things up.
Yeah, the strategy for them, she said, is just do the basics well. We just need some good passing, decent service, but communication is number one. And we've seen that that's kind of lacked here in the early going, so we'll hear a few voices after this comes up. Who's got it, see? Callie Roberts handles that time.
And forces the error by Mansfield Christian, so back on the board of St. Peter's. And I believe they're running a 1-2-3 back there with the libero sitting in the back defensively. So it'll be more up to her to take over and, like we just saw, for her to move up and take those services.
Tough play there for Banks, but she puts it over and wins the point for the Flames. Libby now with the serve. Comes with a jump service.
Bumped over the net. They're going to say that Baltazar went over the net. That's a no-no. And a point for the Flames. They're up 12.
Yeah, commanding lead now as Banks just shanked that one. But when you got this type of sizable lead, may as well bring out all the bag of tricks, get your jump serve in.
Try some things that you're not as good at. Get that practice in game situations. Sometimes it won't work, though, like we just saw, but
only way to know if you can do it in a game is if you try it in a game, though.
That's a miscommunication between the bench and the referees. But we've straightened things out. No harm, no foul. Just a little bit of a break.
Now Roberts sends, taken by Schmitz, and then just poked over.
Nice recovery there by Allie No.
Yeah,
that
another
arm
nice
out
one.
there and saved it.
Strong armed out of play by Adrian Allen. So you can tell in this match, both sides, really what it's about is just getting it back over the net. You know, you don't necessarily have to set up for an excellent kill shot or any type of great play. Just make sure that you get it back over, and the unforced errors seem to be accumulating.
Yeah, it's just basic fundamentals right now. Just who's going to make the first mistake in the point. That one just touches the line.
Beautiful play, Allie No. Mashing the potatoes that time, Trav.
Allie No says yes on the back line.
Kramer, nice deep float, and she pins it in the back corner.
8-ball corner pocket.
Couldn't have went and dropped that on the other side any more perfect, I should say.
Give me 15 times to attempt that, I'd be over.
See if Kramer goes for it again. This time she comes middle, but it works right at Smith.
Once again, Mansfield Christian switching up their services, going deep for two, and then slowing it up.
Flames sizzling here early. 15-point cushion.
Making that bacon crispy.
Set up Schmitz.
Just long. (20-6) your score in favor of the Flames.
Sophomore setter Couch sends, a lot of spin.
Ooh.
Banks took a dive.
That shot looked like it had a ton of force to it, and then we're indoors, but it looked like the wind just knocked it down. It stopped and dropped right in the hole.
Similar style serve. That one sent straight up. Now sent over by Banks.
Bump back over.
Set up for Schmitz. Going for the smash burger.
There's a nice dig by Roberts to get it back over.
And now Elle again, right at the libero, who handles.
Ooh!
Great block. Best back and forth action we've had so far. And then Elle puts it away. kill for the senior.
Timeout, St. Peter's. That was a fun volley on both sides. And Schmitz setting up, it looked like she was going to go all out, but she used just the tops of her fingertips to hit that and really took a lot off of it, completely confused the St. Peter's back line and drops in.
So Mansfield Christian looking great here in the first set on top, 21-7. And that last rally was great.
They're doing what they've been doing in the past matches this year. They've been coming out to a lead, and it looks like they're going to take the first set. It's what they can do after this.
See if they can maintain their energy. Still got to get 4 more points to close this out, but from what we've seen thus far, going pretty well.
Ali No back behind the line for serve. Once again, dig back over. It's a mishit.
Receiving the serves has been, I would say, probably the biggest issue so far here in the early going for St. Peter's. Probably 4 times they've just had to bump it over on their first hit.
And that's just the angle of the dig. If you have your fists down more towards the floor, it's gonna reflect right off your elbows and go straight up. You have to lift those arms up to where it bounces straight up instead of more towards the net.
For some of these girls, like you mentioned, just going to come with time.
Exactly.
Their first year playing volleyball when you're to the high school level. It's going to take a little while to pick up on this.
That one, the antenna.
Yeah, right into the antenna from Lillian Westfield. So 3 straight points now for St. Peter's. Looking to ride a little wave of momentum.
That was a good timeout taken by Coach Couch. Roberts with another nice dig.
Now Baldassar, or Smith, coming up with the point.
So the Spartans cut the lead down to 10.
Here's Baldassar off the serve, and she's got an ace.
5 straight points. And now Mansfield Christians has to take a timeout.
Good to see the Spartans find some momentum and at least put up a fight. Sometimes when you get down that big, 21-7, some varsity teams would have a tendency, maybe not to give it their full effort. Just kind of throw in the towel for that set, and Sparty's trying to fight their way back into this thing.
Well, something you saw in that series of points right after their timeout, they didn't make mistakes. They just played fundamental volleyball, and they got a couple points. Mansfield Christian with a couple mistakes, and that's all you have to do right now. That'll help you crawl back and just limit the mistakes, and you'll have a chance. And we'll see if St. Peter's can continue this. They might not have enough to come back in the set, but it may be enough momentum to carry over to the second set where we have, begin 0-0.
And Abigail, I just like the way that she serves. Puts a ton of spin on it. Not a ton of trajectory. As here comes Smits.
Dug by Roberts.
Pushed over and then sent back. And the
save.
lob shot works for Smith. Beautiful.
Hadley Kramer, valiant effort there, reaching to her side to get it back over, but just couldn't keep it inside the line.
Abigail with a little side spin that time. Now the setup out wide.
Once getting bumped over.
Seen Bartholomew a few times just off the fingertips, just flip it back over instead of set up one of her hitters.
A missed set there by St. Peter's leads to the Flames' point.
And here comes Morgan off of the serve. Bumped up, Smith Now Schmitz.
Free ball.
Good back and forth going right now. And off the free ball, Schmitz
man.
keeps it on the St. Peter side.
Block party here for Schmitz. And like we said, she does it all.
She wasn't interested in company on that one.
Flames 2 points away from the first set.
Westfield, nice knockover. Good chance for St. Peter's, though, off the setup. Allen had to run too far for it, and that one's going to stay in. Great play in the point, Bartholomew. And match point.
And both these teams, they're not going to have the height to get those spikes right at the line, but it's what they can do in the mid-range. That's an ace, and that'll end the first set.
So 24-13, MC takes set number 1. We will take a quick commercial timeout. We will be back with more live and free high school volleyball on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Back here inside the furnace where Lily Westfield got some fans here in the front row cheering her on senior night. And right now her Lady Flames off to a fantastic start here. Sizzled to a 25-13 first set win, Trav. And I mean, that's kind of, I guess, what we expected. This is what we were looking forward to, though. Mansfield Christian's gotten off to some decent starts throughout the season. Can they maintain?
Exactly. And St. Peter's, at the end of that set, had more positives than negatives, so we'll see if they can build on that momentum or if Mansfield Christian can continue the run that they had in the first set. And Ali No will start things off for the Flames.
And picking on Isabella Smith earns the point.
And the theme of the first set, mostly for Mansfield Christian, was aces off the service. That's how they'll start the second set. And another key was Elle Schmitz throwing it down.
Another smash job for Elle.
Smashing those potatoes, as you would say.
Ooh, beautiful let serve. And a second ace here for Ali No. You do gotta love the energy of these Lady Flames out here.
Having a good time.
That one lobbed over by Westfield. She was a little disgusted with herself, but it works out.
Turns out to be a point.
Her facial expression, I could tell in the huddle. She looked at her teammates, was just like, sorry, guys. No switches sides. Not sure why, after she got those 4 points here to start. Now set out wide. Westfield smoked that one. Served it up like a Travis Scott burger.
Put some paprika on that one. It's 5-0. Another nice serve.
And Elle keeps it inbounds.
Toe in the back line. So a 6-point run for Ali No.
Can't keep it going. Great start, though, once again for Mansfield Christian, who did the same thing in the first set. Ripped off several points to get the party started.
Baldassar with an ace. Cuts into the lead.
And this is the girl that they want delivering their serves. She had the run at the end of the first set for St. Peter's.
Oh, and almost another. It is another ace. So the lead cut in half now. I believe it was a 5 or 6 point run in that first set that she had serving.
From the back line, Kramer puts it over. The Flames score points.
A little miscommunication there. Roberts had to, at the last second, come over to her right to try and dig that out, but just unable to. Zaria Murphy in as Bartholomew with the ace.
Sent it right at the libero, Callie Roberts. No libero for this Mansfield Christian team. Interesting strategy.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Well, they only have 7 players listed on the varsity roster. They've got a couple of JV kids that have went into the match.
Yeah, St. Peter's does not have a junior varsity squad, so all JV players from Mansfield Christian are available for all sets tonight.
Schmitz calling for it. Wound up and took a little bit off.
She said she mishit it, but sometimes that actually works better because the defense is expecting the spike, and just the mishit just gets over the net and it just drops. She'll look to build off of that now serving.
Bump back and forth.
double bump. You could call that a camel.
I think we just invented a term.
Turning into a nice volley here.
And then the unforced error against St. Pete's.
Bartholomew tried to get that right side, but too much air underneath it.
Rifle shot from the surfer, L.
Bumped over.
Set up, Schmitz calls for it. And boy, she knocked that one out the park.
Yeah, that one's rolling down to Mansfield Senior High School right now. It's a powerful shot she has.
Yeah, she's definitely, she's a good-looking athlete. You can tell that she's fast, got a good vertical leap, good bounce off the floor. Out of these two teams, number 23 in black tends to stand out.
Definitely. Stoppage in play. Referee's checking if everybody's in position. They are. But St. Peter's sticking around here early on in the second step, Ryan.
Yeah, they are. 10-6, they trail. Got the serve on their side now. So that one's sent over by Madison Bays.
What a dig there by Baltazar. Nearly turns into the point, but we're still continuing the volley.
Wow, great back and forth. That's it up out wide Westfield. Cross court. Spartans handle.
Oh, and it hits the antenna.
So an excellent back and forth volley that time. Finishing with Couch into the antenna.
And even some of the St. Peter's players can't help but laugh at saying, how did that stay up for that long?
L sets it up. Sent over now.
Nicely.
Yeah, it looked like Smith momentum took her into the net.
And that shot would have stayed inside the line, too. So we'll still give her credit for that point. She placed it perfectly in that back corner.
Well, it looks like they are going to give her the point.
Yeah, they said one of the Mansfield Christian players, I think, touched the net first. So that's a foul on them. But she gives the point right back.
Libby Banks checks in. Exaria Murphy takes a seat. Now Banks right away, float serve. Nice shot over Jones. Bartholomew, beautiful dig too. She took a tumble and then up to the net, scoring the point. How about Baldassar making the charge?
Yeah, that was one of those free balls right above the net, and Baldassar just flicks it right at the ground. Cuts the lead back to 4.
Roberts sends at Schmitz. Bumps up now Westfield. Outside, delivered over by No. Man, she can just rifle that from the floor. Schmitz doesn't even have to jump. Now Baldassar with a double team beats him.
So that blocking line of Mansfield Christian, they weren't together enough. They separated a little bit, and she was able to deflect it off of the right blocker and go in between the hands to the floor. You can see with St. Peter's, there's an ace that they're communicating more, and that's turning into more points. And once again, less mistakes by the Spartans right now. They're only down 2.
Roberts, beautiful let serve, and it's going to pay off. She took just enough off of that one.
So now Roberts serving to tie the match. The setup here midway through.
Put a little gas on that serve. Jones sets. Now Bartholomew out wide, Westfield. And nobody reacted on St. Peter's side.
A little bit out of position. Couldn't get back in time, and they just let it fall in the back left corner for the point. A much-needed point for Mansfield Christian.
Yeah, they stop the bleeding. Get the serve back with Kramer. But she side outs right away. So the Spartans now having the run of play here in the second set. Hanging around. Couch looked like she probably just mishit that one.
Yeah, looking like she wanted to take some off and land that in front of the line, but too much taken off, it goes into the net.
Baldassar wanted all of that one.
Whoa!
Another service ace from Ali No. She's had a nice service game so far.
She has. That has to be at least her 10th, the 10th point off of her serves. But that one goes into the net.
And this has been the best server so far for St. Peter's. Abigail Baldassar having a great senior night here.
Tried the back line, just missed. Flames back up to a 4-point lead.
Looking to close out a 2-0 advantage. As Baldassar receives. But L is there to bring the bacon.
What reflexes, too, because that got deflected over to her last second. And she just had that reflex to quickly smack it back to that back line.
That's what a lot of volleyball is, just reacting to how the ball is coming over the net, being able to put yourself in a position, but you always got to stay ready, Travis, and you can tell that Elle's kind of always up on her toes. Does a good job. She's a nice player, man. Having a great first couple sets here.
And not only on the volleyball court, but she's also a very good basketball player for the Lady Flames. And we'll see her once again this year on the court.
Yeah, the defending champions of the Christian tournament. Exciting. OH Report had coverage of that last year.
State champs.
Pretty cool. And then on the other side, how about a couple of these girls for St. Peter's that not only play volleyball, but they're two-sport athletes in the fall. They also play soccer. When you look at Kat Bryant, number 8, and there's one more, maybe Tamara Lindsay. I know that 2 of these players split their time playing soccer, and so I asked Kat before the match, I said, how do you decide, like, what you go to for practice? And she said that you have to pick a main sport and that volleyball is hers.
So that's pretty much, she plays every volleyball match, but if there isn't a match that day, she'll play soccer.
That is correct.
And being in a small school like that
gives you the unique opportunity to be able to do stuff.
Definitely.
And that matter. Like that is pretty neat.
Adrian Allen wins the ball at the net there. But I went to a small school where I actually played baseball and ran track at the same time. Baseball was my main sport as a captain, but I still ran track when we didn't have a game. That service too far.
So it's doable to do 2 sports, and quite frankly, a lot of these small schools, they probably need overlap athletes like
Definitely.
that to step up to the challenge.
And you'll see that with most players in the small schools around here. You'll see cross country and soccer players or volleyball players. You'll see in the spring, you'll see softball, baseball players, also track athletes.
Definitely soccer players lending their feet to football.
Yes.
Playing kickers and punters.
We have many kickers around the area like that.
That's Bartholomew's go-to. She really likes the fake set, if you will.
Schmitz
delivers another point.
That cross shot really threw off Couch there. Now Mansfield Christian 5 points away from a 2-0 match lead.
St. Peter's done a nice job of staying here in this set.
That was a nice save there by Couch. Roberts tried to bump it over, couldn't. Couch just deflected it over.
And look at Jones. She's discussing with herself, but she waited to the last second, and she put it in a great spot.
And you've seen that a lot of times, at least on the Mansfield Christian side. They'll hit it, and they'll give a grimace or a weird look, and it turn into a point, and they're like, okay. And like you said, sometimes you just got to hit it over the net. Make the other team make the mistake.
Like you see that time from Hiltman. Just not coming off her spot. Staying flat-footed. They go right back at her. This time she handles. Bumped over the net by Reef.
Nice dig there by Bartholomew, but it's into the net. So Spartans staying alive. A much better set, I would say, by the Spartans as well.
Yeah, without question. The communication has definitely been solid here for St. Pete's. Got to have your seniors from the service line. That's back-to-back serves into the net now for Isabella Smith when she's had the opportunity. Killers.
And I think that just comes to form on service. You're not throwing the ball up high enough, so when you hit it, it's already down by your wrist, and you aim more into the net.
Tough play for Reef.
So the Flames 1 point away from going up 2-0.
That's actually the other freshman on the team. It's Kat and then Josephine, number 5, that both play on the soccer team.
That ball goes out of bounds. I'd like to thank everybody watching tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Any of you on the Facebook side, if you want to have any comments, we'll try and get back at you for the remainder of this match. Feel free to say hello.
That one just off the top of the net from No. So the Spartans keep that heartbeat going here in the second set.
6 set points for Mansfield Christian. Spartans need to go on a 6-0 run to continue this.
Serve was absolutely drilled. And then that one mishit by Schmitz. Roberts straight up the middle. L with a nice reception.
And that'll do it.
Not a great play there by Audrey Couch, who put it into the net, and that ends set number 2. Mansfield Christian, a 25-19 winner. And they just need a one more set victory here on senior night to close things out. We'll step aside. We'll be right back live and free high school volleyball coming your way here on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
subscribe, or be subscribed.
You're watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report here inside of the Furnace on the fabulous campus of Mansfield Christian. I'm Brian Skronsky, joined by Travis Berardi, and want to give a shout out to Nicole LaPierre watching right now on the Facebook. She also gave me her amazing briefcase that I used as a salesperson for the last couple of months. So thanks for watching, Nicole.
One of our biggest fans.
As we get ready for the third set, St. Peter's looked a lot better in that second stanza, so something to build off of.
And on the other side, Mansfield Christian able to build off that first set victory. Didn't drop the second set like they've done in the past few matches. Now they're in cruise control.
Not a good start here for St. Peter's, as they've been behind to start every set so far. And Baldessar's been, so productive from the service line. Tough to have her not come through there.
And really that second set was even after the first onslaught by Mansfield Christian. I believe they went up 6-0. So if St. Peter's can keep that off, keep it even early on, they'll make it a much more competitive third set, because after 6-0 was pretty much back and forth the rest of the way.
Yeah, just need to avoid the deep hole here right from the start.
And if they can even it up here, much different feel early on.
Bump by Bartholomew. Little free ball here for the Spartans. And how about the kill from the outside from Madison Bays?
That was a very well executed dink over the net, as you would say.
I think even surprised herself on that one that it worked out so well.
That's where you gotta just have that straight face. Be like, I meant to do that. I meant to do that, yeah. And hey, St. Peter's first lead of the match, 3-2.
That was Kramer with the unforced error there. Nice athletic play by Elle.
And like I said, just that reaction time by her.
Set up here to the middle.
She had maybe less than a second to react on that ball, and it set her up for the point. We're tied up.
Yeah, dunks it over that time. Schmidt sends cross court. Now Smith sends it in a little campfire.
And some breaking news out of the Big Ten.
Fill us in, Trav.
Breaking report. The Big Ten has reportedly voted in favor of playing football in the fall.
That's what I'm talking about. So when's that going to start?
Most likely end of the beginning of October, middle of October. So looks like the Buckeyes have a chance at that national championship after all.
And I will express a collective smile over the entire state of Ohio, knowing that the Buckeyes are back, baby.
Now the only question is, will it be the whole Big Ten? Or will it be without Michigan, Michigan State, maybe Northwestern? Nice shot there by Roberts. Cross shot just inside the line. St. Peter's up 5-4. But there were talks that Maryland, Northwestern, Michigan State, Michigan might not choose to play, but the Big Ten only needed 9 yes votes from their schools out of 14 to continue, and I believe they got it. That was your football brief. Now we go back to your regularly scheduled volleyball broadcast. 5-5 here in the third set.
And Mansfield Christian on the serve. Set up from the back line. Schmidt sends. Taken by Roberts. Set up now. Baldassar.
Not much Schmidt could do with that. It was close enough to where it could have been in, so I like the effort from her. But Baldassar just rocketed that one to the back line.
Murphy with a nice shot. Spartans handle. Baldassar back over.
Nice deep dish there by Livy Banks. But they couldn't serve the pizza out. St. Peter's with the point. I know our cameramen during the break talking about, being hungry and stuff. Now, making me think about food.
We always seem to have a hungry crew at the OH Report for whatever reason.
It's because we're constantly working our butts off, Ryan. Working that appetite.
It's mostly true, Travis. Can't deny that. There's Murphy. Rifles it for the kill.
Lady Flames serving to look to tie.
The sophomore drilled it right at base.
Kind of misplayed that, let that hit a little bit further up her arms than she wanted, and it just ricocheted off her face. So if you're Mansfield Christian, they say in hockey the 2-goal lead is the toughest one to keep. 2-set lead, pretty tough. If you can't finish it out in that third set, it gives the other squad a really big boost of momentum. That's just out. So if St. Peter's can survive this set, make it 2-1, you never know what could happen.
Definitely make things a lot more interesting. But they'll have to get it done from the serve. Schmidt lobs one. Well played by Baldassar to keep it alive, but Sparty can't get it in play on the other side.
It's 8-8.
Now No rotates back in as Murphy.
Yes, she does.
Played some solid minutes there. Nice set, kind of in between players. Baldassar took it. And now Schmitz with a chance and puts the gravy on the smashed potatoes.
Roberts tried to get the dig out of it, couldn't get both arms out though. And the Flames back out in front.
Let serve. A diving Smith keeps it in play. Set up by Couch. Baldassar. And then Schmitz with another block sends it and delivers the point.
Mansfield Christian got lucky on that because the bump that Schmitz was about to play luckily went over the net. If Schmitz would have hit that, it would have been 4 hits and a point for St. Peter's. But that bump enough to get over the net. St. Peter's hit it first, and Schmitz was there to bring it right back for the point.
Tough play on the run there by Hadley Kramer. And it gives the point back over to St. Pete's.
St. Peter's doing a good job of not letting Mansfield Christian go on a run to extend their lead.
And the serve back into the hands of Baldassar.
What a serve. That was as perfect as you could get it right there. Just over the net, enough sink to not get to the back line. Ties things up.
And outside of her serve into the net to start this third set, she has been, I would say, the best from the service stripe here tonight.
Another deep dish by Mansfield Christian unable to get it over, and Spartans get the lead back.
Yeah, Kramer and Bartholomew both looked at each other like, I thought you were going for it. No, I thought you were going for it. And it forces a timeout now taken by McCleary.
And this may be that problem that they've been seeing all season. Now, they did get that second set victory, but that third set, they seem to be tailing off a little bit in the intensity. But St. Peter's, on the other hand, not making as many mistakes. They're really getting that momentum back, and they're playing with more pizzazz, if you would say.
Yeah, I would definitely say that the bigger storyline is not so much maybe that Mansfield Christian has dropped off over these last set and a half. I just think that St. Peter's has played a little bit more within themselves.
More confident.
They're not just trying to bump it right back over like we saw at portions of that first and second set. Trying to get within their flow, little bumps at spike action, and right now they're hanging tough, 1 point lead.
You heard that in the background, El. Actually, you're on TV as well, or live stream, not just the radio. Because
I like that from the senior captain up there,
right?
letting her squad know, hey, not only are we playing for ourselves, but dang it, we're on the OH report. We better
Live
show out,
and
ladies.
Free.
Let's go.
Love that out of a captain. Oh, and that bump. You saw Elle kind of wrapping around, getting ready to spike that. You know she wanted to throw one down, but just misplayed a little bit. And St. Peter's out with a 2-point lead. And who's back there serving these points? But Baltazar. That one, however, just a little wide. Like the idea, but just wide.
She definitely had been hitting the target before that one. Schmitz.
There it is.
Rockets it back right into Smith's lap. We're all squared up at a dozen apiece.
12 all midway through. And that was an in-between ball right there for Smith. She at first lifted her hands like she was going to give a deep dish, then went down for the bump, but just a little too late. It's one of those knuckleballs coming at you. You don't know quite what to do with it.
Now they'll set it up for her. Chance for redemption, but Schmitz is there for the block.
She got the right stuff there.
Tough stretch here for Isabella. Sparty, though, gets the serve back. Off the side out.
I think the rest of the way here, it's going to be the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this third set.
Coach told me before the match that Adrian Allen was the best server on the team last year as a freshman. So you got to imagine they're feeling confident with her back there at the service stripe here. Good chance here for a kill shot for Schmitz. Not a good setup. And it gets sent back. And then out of play from Smith.
Smith kind of had to reach back behind her to hit that. And that's where the miss hit came.
So the Lady Flames now with a 2-point edge. Set up for Bartholomew. Or Banks, rather. And a point for Banks and the Lady Flames.
Going back to the youth that Mansfield St. Peter's has, after those 3 seniors, you only have 1 junior in Madison Bays. So you give this squad a couple years to really get going. And they could be a force to reckon with in the Mid-Buckeye Conference here in a couple years.
Yeah, especially with so many freshmen. We're seeing 3 of them get some heavy minutes here in the rotation.
That serve curves wide.
Can St. Peter's extend this match, force a 4 set? Trailing now by 3.
Nicely placed there by Bartholomew. The bump came over to her. She spotted the open spot right there in the middle in the campfire. placed it there for the point.
Westfield a little short with the serve. Now the set. Smith. Bartholomew sends it with two hands. And Schmitz can't handle it. So St. Peter's draws even closer.
Staying alive. Down only 3. But you have to think they're going to have to go on a few-point run here to really get back into the set. That one's out. So Flames 6 points away from finishing this match.
And that's tough there with Baldassar, who's been your best hitter. Nice opportunity there. Said you send the ball back over to the Flames, but they return the favor.
Yeah, that was a big mishit by Mansfield Christian, keeping St. Peter's within reach. Now Roberts will have a chance to try and cut into that lead even more.
Sends a float to the back line. Set up Bartholomew.
Free ball. Nice dig by Schmitz.
Who sends it back line. Played by Roberts. Now set up middle. And that one sent too deep by Allen.
Like the idea, just a little too hard on that. Keely Jones serving for the Flames.
Nice play, Baldassar at the net. Keeping Sparty alive here as they pull within 3.
But they're going to have to go on a run. They can't keep exchanging points with the Flames because the Flames only 5 points away.
Smith could not handle that one. Places it into the net. Now here's a big opportunity for Mansfield Christian. The 4-point advantage. If they can get a couple of points here off a no serve, really start putting that doubt into the back of St. Peter's head.
And I mean, Mansfield Christian has the best server to do the job right now. By the way, No's been playing from behind that line.
How about Schmitz on the long run? You see her circle around and then puts it just inside the antenna.
We were talking earlier that Mansfield Christian doesn't have a libero, but she plays like a libero. She's everywhere on the court.
Yeah, she's been a 6 rotation player here tonight. Has not came out at all. And
that's what you like to see in a captain, a senior captain. Willing to do anything, play every down, every point, every bucket. Any sport, you'd like to see that from them.
And she's made an impact, certainly been the difference maker for Mansfield Christian in a lot of ways. A lot of service receptions for her, several digs.
Yeah, she does it all. Digs, receptions, points, kills, blocks, pretty much leading almost every category.
Yeah, she probably is tonight. Even set up a couple of her teammates. So now coming out of the huddle, let's see what St. Peter's has here in store for the Lady Flames. Can they extend and push to a 4th set?
They're really going to have to switch the service here. They need the point off of this. Get that ball back into their hands, with the Flames only needing 3 points to finish the match.
No to Baldassar, waiting for it, was Schmitz. And probably not a wise decision to dive for. It looked like that thing was probably going to go out.
Yeah, but just you can't tell with those close balls, especially by Schmitz, because she's been placing it just inside those lines all night.
Here comes Smith. Just wide, so it's going to be match point in Mansfield Christian with an opportunity to close it out here at home.
Smith has been so close on many of her hits off that line, just outside. And the Spartans are going to take, I believe, their final timeout with 7 match points coming up for Mansfield Christian.
So it looks like the Lady Flames are going to pick up their second win of the season. Both W's will be over schools right here in the city of Mansfield. Temple Christian, their other W.
And I believe Mansfield Christian plays Mansfield later, so city championship here?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's their last regular season match of the year. They play at Mansfield Senior. We will have coverage of that here on the OH Report.
Speaking of, this is our first live stream of the week. What else do we have coming up, Ryan?
I believe tomorrow night that we have a volleyball match at East Knox. And then Friday, holy cow, Travis, we've got 8 football games that we're going to have coverage for. We'll have live streams for 3 contests, including Bellevue taking on Columbian. Looking forward to that. 2 3-0 teams going head-to-head. Our featured game of the week will be Mansfield Senior at Ashland, as No delivers a ball into the net there, so keeping the Spartans alive. And our other game, our live stream, will be Danville at Northmore. So 3 great live streams. Then we're going to have 5 highlights this week.
And then Saturday, East Knox hosting Lucas in volleyball action. And we'll have highlights of 2 other soccer matches and Saturday's pigskin as well.
Including Lex versus Bay. There's the placement that you were looking for from Isabella Smith.
Kept it inside the line, and once again, St. Peter's still hanging around.
And then also, you know, maybe the top soccer match of the year, Madison Lady Rams going on the road, and they're going to be taking on the number 3 team in the state in Granville. So number 1 versus number 3 in Division 2. They did not have internet access for us, unfortunately, so we can't live stream it. But we will have a highlight.
Schmitz for the win. Yep. There it is.
She was ready for dinner as she tosses up the smash burger to end it 25-19, just like they won in set number 2. So the Lady Flames victorious here tonight. We're going to step aside. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back. Let's bring Elle up here. Let's talk to the senior captain. Let's get both of them. We'll have Lillian Westfield and Elle Schmitz here on the mics after we return.
She holds her glass up high. She's drowning out the noise. She's screaming out her lungs, but you cannot hear her voice. Oh, and everything comes to an end. Her heart broke 'cause her mind wouldn't let it bend. She's got the blue eyes, blonde hair, don't care attitude that gets her everywhere, and she's out there looking for love. She's got the blue eyes, blonde hair, don't care attitude that gets her everywhere, and she's out there looking for love. I'm getting her through tonight. I'm getting her out alive. Her fingers intertwined with mine, even for a little while. But when the evening ends, we're back to being friends. Oh, and everything comes to her. And everything comes to her. Blue eyes, blonde hair, don't care attitude that gets her everywhere, and she's out there looking for love. She's got the blue eyes, blonde hair, don't care attitude that gets her everywhere, and she's out there looking for love.
As we welcome you back here inside of the furnace, I have got Lillian Westfield, the senior setter and defender, hanging out with me. And just tell me about senior night and what the emotions were like for you throughout the festivities.
I mean, it was kind of sad because, like, it's my last year. But, we won, so that's pretty good. So.
What did you like about the play of your team here tonight? How did you get the win?
I think we just played together, especially like during the last couple points. We really pulled it through.
And tell me about just the progression of this team throughout the season now that you're picking up your second W on the campaign. What about this team has continued to improve, would you say?
The teamwork, for sure.
And I like your energy out there. You guys have a lot of cool chants and cheers. Just tell me about the sisterhood and the camaraderie of the squad.
Well, just as the season goes on, we just get tighter, and I feel like that just really helps with winning and just playing our best games. So.
And when you not only win, but when you knock off your cross-city rival, I mean, how exciting is that?
It's great.
Is this the game on the calendar that you girls tend to circle?
Normally, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, Lillian, on a victorious effort tonight on senior night.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're going to bring over Elle Schmitz. The ladies are going to swap out headsets here. Elle, I'll have you put the mic up closer to your mouth. There you go. Just tell me about senior night for you and, what the experience was like. You only get one of these.
It was really nice. I mean, it was a little different because of COVID, but I really appreciate all the girls did to, surprise us, and it was really good.
And you were definitely like a 5-tool player out there. You did pretty much everything out on the floor. You were the leading kill lady. You were dropping some assists tonight, many blocks at the net. Just assess your performance in your game.
Well, our sets were just perfect, and we got good kills and we had good passes up to us. And I mean, without a pass and a set, I don't think I could have done it alone. So it was definitely a team effort.
And then talk to me about playing your rival in Mansfield St. Peter's and the fact that you take them out in 3 sets. How satisfying is that for you?
That's more than satisfying. St. Pete's is always someone I'm just trying to knock out, and we did it. 3 sets, no chance.
So you pick up your second win of the year here tonight. Do you feel like you're building towards bigger and better things as you get closer and closer to the tournament?
Definitely. I think each game we're slowly progressing and getting better and growing as a team. So, yeah.
And what do you want to see improve before you finally do get to tournament time?
I'd probably say the points on the other team, we keep them down to 10 or something low, just something simple like that. More kills, yeah.
And I noticed that you're kind of like the vocal leader out there. You get a lot of the chants going. Can you leave us here tonight with any of the cool chants from Mansfield Christian? What do you got for us?
We got team 2, 3.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Elle Schmitz, senior captain, getting the W here tonight.
Yep, thank you.
So Mansfield Christian wins in 3 sets, 25-13, 25-19, and 25-19. As Travis Berardi is joining me again here. I think that overall it was a decently competitive match. St. Peter's, they just have so many young players that don't have any varsity experience until this season. And Mansfield Christian showed that they have a few more veterans on the team and have a little bit more camaraderie.
They got over that hump of winning the first set and then going on to win the second set, because that was a big problem in their past few matches. But being able to do that, and then on the other side with St. Peter's, their confidence gained as the match went on, and it showed. It was, 25-19, 25-19 again.
Sure.
So you just a couple mistakes here or there, and they're back in those 2 sets, and we could still be playing right now. So both sides, some positives, some negatives early on for St. Peter's, and in the middle of the next 2 sets for Mansfield Christian. But, quality volleyball from these 2 small schools.
And we would definitely, I think, agree that Elle Schmitz would have to be the player of the match.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Man, like a utility knife out there for the Lady Flames.
Yeah, she, like we said earlier on, she pretty much at the top or second in every category for Mansfield Christian, and I believe she led the night in every category for the Flames tonight.
So just a quality match all around for Elle here on senior night along with Lillian. So congratulations to those 2 ladies knocking off their heated rivals here at home. I want to thank everybody that was part of the crew here tonight, including Travis, our camera guy, Garrett Partlet, along with Storm Blunchley and Mason Neath, and then our director with the mostest. If we can get a shot of this pink-haired gentleman to my right over here, Adam Thompson. I want to thank everybody for watching here on the OH Report. So happy that we could bring this volleyball game to you live and free, and we'll be back with tons more live and free games as the weeks roll along. So signing out for now, but keep it locked in. We'll be back with more sports real soon.
See ya.